Okay, wait a minute or two, see if anybody comes on here. I just saw a few of you were over at Anne Marie's. Uh, Interesting times we live in. Of all the videos that I'm going to be putting up, this one there's a machine right in the back that might really screw up the audio. But and of all the videos I might put up, this one I might not leave up. I will leave all the rest up probably. I might leave this one up. I don't know. We'll see if anybody's joining us here. Where's my baton? Here it is. Great Lakes. Hello back. Well, I just saw Anne Marie up and speaking. Maybe she'll join us as well. So I've had communications with Anne Marie today, and I find fault in the things that she said. So let's see. She's under this belief that we have to keep living in this world, that nothing's going to change, that this awakening is going to happen, and everything goes back to normal. That's total bull. That is total bull crap. That is not what's going to happen. We are not going back to this. This is going to be all new. Everything's going to be made new here. This is not number 5. It's a cardinal number, if you will. This is a very important cycle. This one is, and we're promised 1,000 years of peace. This is really going to be a big change. So let's see. Get 2 people out there. One's quiet. Yes, just as I have had blindness, and just as I have been asleep, and I have been in denial. This is not going to continue. This is a big change that's going to go on here. She's resisting from believing that we won't have to pay a freaking mortgage anymore. There won't be any freaking bankers running the world. They're going down. The bankers are going down. The government is going down. Things are going down. We're not putting up with this. Now, I got some really important math and stuff to do to help introduce this amazing technology. I mean, we're going to be able to fix all kinds of things here with this knowledge. I believe that wholly. I have no faith. I have no doubts. I have no fear. Yes, Great Lakes. Free energy and anti-gravity is coming. And this is what I know. What I know. If we can imagine it, we literally can do it. So, yeah, I'm not beating around the bush here, guys. This is going to be freaking amazing. We are looking at an amazing time. I'm about to embark on an amazing journey. I have no doubts. If you have any doubts, then you're not doing the journey. So it is the entire message is believe like a child. Go forward and move forward with childlike faith. That means, yeah, no more mortgage. Yeah, you'll still work. You'll love your work. You're ready for it? Darn right. Darn right we're ready for it. All of us are ready for it. We are ready for it. We are going to take this amazing journey. We're doing it together. We're not alone. We've never been alone. We've been led to believe we're alone. Now, I'm going to do one on the power of word. And I'm really not as prepared as I wanted to be about the power of word. Then when we speak something, it has power. And if we speak that and believe it, it is powerful. And I'll probably do a whole thing on the word. So you can make that out, can't you? This card right here. This card, 17th century. They used to stamp it in England, probably with the royal seal. I'm not sure what they stamped it with. If you replicated this car, if you counterfeited this car, the penalty was death. Why? Why was it death? What was so important about that card and they didn't want it to be duplicated? Probably because they put on some kind of a magic spell or whatever. Or maybe just the fact that people would see the mark of the royal seal. And you have to remember that in the 17th century, there weren't a lot of people that read. There wasn't a lot of people that had higher education. And yeah, perhaps at that time there wasn't any wars going on. So, I used the wrong word. There wasn't any, that which was not peace going on. And when you play a popular game, probably in that time period, or many of the popular games, you made the command. You said, I order spades, I order hearts, I order diamonds, I order clubs. And each one of those have a symbolic meaning to those. And they didn't want anybody uttering those words unless it was with their sealed deck. That's how important the use of words are and what they've known all along. When we go through our dictionary, we have these Latin and Greek meanings. So we're reincarnated. We have in our subconscious memory, past life memories are locked up in there. And when I say I wish, when I say I will, if you look up the meaning, it's saying I wish pleasure. When I say I do, that is it is done. It is set. When you took your marriage vow, you probably said either I will or I do, where when I set up my marriage vow, I said, I plight thee my troth. Now, why did I do that? I don't even know why I did that, but I knew that it was meaningful to me. So, years later, now, fast forward, that was 92, I believe. I look it up. It says, I promise thee my truth, be that painful or joyful. I promise thee my truth. So, which vow would you want to give to your wife? That I wish pleasure, or that call me when the dinner is done, when it's set on the table? These are agreements that we work into. These are words that we use, and we use them on a daily basis. And that each of these words has power. And when I am edited by the computer or my machine takes a time out, that there's certain words that I need to resist from using, like that W one I just used a little bit ago. So why was this? What was the urgency of this coronavirus? Well, there's waves of energy coming from the center of the galaxy, and that every time one of these waves comes in, we have to be put into a negative position, because each time these waves come in, if we're positive, we're going to blow up positive. Now, they're hurrying up the game here because there was a wave of energy that just came in. They were chemtrailing the whack-a-mole out of things yesterday. And you've been noticing, I was trying to figure out what the pattern was. Well, it's when these waves of energy come in that they're doing all this chemtrailing. It's when the energy comes in that these waves, that they're doing these FFs. They're synchronizing bringing us low as these energies come in, because every time they do, they win a little bit more. And every time we're up when we're supposed to be down, excuse me, and this energy comes in, we it it works on us. It it's important. It's so what's occurring is they know what they're doing. We don't know what the game is. Well, I'm figuring out the game, guys. So I don't want to. I might have to delete this video. So it'd be interesting to see. I'm running a test here as well. I've got some math I'm working on. We're going to talk more about the word and the importance of and the careful use that we need to do with the word, and why we need a new language, because all these triggers, all these words, brilliance of Hitler. He wasn't a military genius. What he was an auditory genius. He knew all the right triggers. He knew just when to pause. He knew how to drive. You had to experience it. He had to drive the crowd into a frenzy, completely dilute their minds. The same thing that the mainstream media is doing all the time. They know just what they're doing. They know just how to do it. And all these movies and stuff that they're putting out, they're 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 subconsciously programming you for the future. They're trying to put in your mind what the future will be, and that's a broad spectrum of it. I mean, everybody's trying to get in on the game. Everybody's trying to form that new future. Everybody knows that there's going to be a golden period, and the more of them, the more of us that don't make it to the golden period, the less power we have. It's all about the power of the collective consciousness of humanity, and that's why they want us locked up. That's why they don't want us get. That's why they wanted us to clear the shelves, run to our houses, and stay in there, because they didn't want us getting together and calming each other and getting positive. They wanted us locked down, put away on our cell phones. I'm getting it, guys. I'm getting the message. I don't know if I'll keep this one up or not, but yes, we need to believe. We need to believe like a child. We need to walk forward like children. We need to have that childlike faith. And when we do, we become unstoppable. We push them over like paper. Have a good rest of the day.